Good Saturday evening. We've had a wonderful day so far. More great weather to finish up our weekend tomorrow, but a lot to talk about going on this week. First, we'll talk about the tropics. Still looking at Tropical Storm Sarah in the Western Caribbean at this point, still producing heavy rain for parts of Central America. And this will eventually dissipate near the Yucatan Peninsula later this weekend, but they've seen significant flooding, especially in Honduras. Other parts of Central America seeing those strong, heavy rains that have led to some serious flooding. That will be dissipating. It's not entering the Gulf, but some moisture associated with Sarah will be getting pulled in our direction towards the northern Gulf ahead of a strong cold front. So this will contribute to some heavy rain across parts of our area on late Monday into early Tuesday, but no impacts from the system itself. Just some rain coming in early this week. But we'll be dry the rest of the weekend. Our Saturday evening looking nice and pleasant. Temperatures in the upper 60s on the North Shore and for our bayou and river parishes. Low 70s for the city of New Orleans and parts of the South Shore. The rest of tonight will feature partly cloudy skies. We'll be really comfortable. You may notice, though, it feels a little bit more humid. Our humidity is creeping up slowly, so tomorrow is going to be warm and a touch humid. But as for the rest of tonight, looking pretty spectacular for any evening plans. Temperatures will be in the 60s this evening. Tomorrow morning is not going to be as chilly, but still cool and refreshing. Tomorrow morning will start the day. Temperatures in the upper 50s north of the lake and 60s on the South Shore tomorrow morning. Tomorrow it is going to feel a bit warmer. We'll have a mix of sunshine and clouds for our Sunday. Dry tomorrow, a touch humid, but not bad. And then temperatures will climb back to around 80 degrees tomorrow afternoon. So a nice Sunday tomorrow will be dry. And then getting into Monday and Tuesday, our rain chances go way up. So expecting rain to move in later Monday, lasting throughout early Tuesday. And then a strong cold front will come in. We'll be dry starting Wednesday. No rain the second half of the new work week. But a lot to talk about. So I mentioned that moisture associated with Sarah is going to get pulled into the Gulf of Mexico ahead of a strong front. So a lot of tropical moisture is coming into the central Gulf Coast. That's why we'll have that risk for heavy rain here late Monday into early Tuesday. And that is what we have. The strong front plus the tropical moisture are going to give us some soggy, wet weather early in the week. Probably coming in Monday evening, lasting overnight into Tuesday morning. So the timing with this can still change, but at this point, it looks like late Monday through early Tuesday. That's when the rough weather comes in. By Tuesday afternoon and evening, the front clears the area and will be drying up the second half of Tuesday. Now, rainfall totals can be quite high in a few spots. We could see up to 2 to 5 inches of rain, give or take, in a few spots. So we could see some street flooding in a few areas late Monday into early Tuesday. So planning for some heavy rain across the area, maybe some flooding in a few spots. Also, a couple stronger storms are possible. 1 or 2 severe storms producing strong wind gusts, also not out of the question. Again, the timing of this still can be adjusted. Make sure you stay tuned, but we're looking for early in the week, Monday evening into Tuesday morning. Once the front comes in, we've got another front following in its footsteps. So 2 fronts coming in, and it's going to make it feel a lot colder outside the second half of this new work week. So we go from 70s and 80s early in the week to 60s in the afternoon. Find the winter jackets. It is going to be chilly going into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Our high temperatures only topping out in the low 60s in the afternoons, and the nights and mornings are going to be a lot colder.